Also, I want to thank every female who's ever been into my life, come into my life. But the two that I must give great thanks to at the moment is my son's mother, Adriana, and my current lover and best friend, Courtney. I love them both very much, and I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I've never been the perfect person or the perfect lover, but in their eyes, I was and am. And it's something I know, it's something I can feel, whether they tell me it or not. And it's so much more than just sex. It's so much more than just buying people things, doing for people. It comes with understanding and being there. It comes with really loving someone the way that they need to be loved, not the way that you feel they need to be loved, and not controlling them, not forcing them, but being patient with their minds, their hearts, and allowing people to heal mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and being there for them on their journey to heal, as well as your own, because nobody's perfect and everybody's fighting something. It takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of love to not cheat, to be there for somebody every single day, to understand their mistakes and not judge them for it, but give them the space, the time, and the mistakes they need to grow. You'll learn way more from failure than you ever could from success. And I've had to fail with people I've really loved in order to find someone who I do love, but actually love them the right way and keep them in my life. And that's not to say that because you love someone that they're gonna stay, because at the end of the day, we don't own anyone. I don't care if you're married or not. You can be married and you're still single because you don't own anyone. Marriage is more of a commitment than a relationship or dating is. But you still don't own anyone. If you wake up after 30 years of marriage and your spouse says, I don't want this anymore, for no reason at all, they have every right to walk away, and you have no right to be angry for them, at them. You have no right to judge them for that decision. You have to accept it, as we have to accept everything in this universe. So we can talk for hours and hours about what people do to us, but it's really what we do to ourselves with our expectations for these people, with our expectations of love, the way we've conformed to these beliefs that love is controlling, that love is taking someone back after countless mistakes, that love is praying and hoping somebody will change and staying with them until it's either too much for you or it's just not going to happen. And love is a word that's thrown around as much as hate, as much as loyalty, and as much as God and a lot of other things. But it's all relative, and everyone has their own perspective on love. Everybody has their own definition on love, the same way they do with loyalty. Some people think it's okay to flirt and do things as long as you're not having sex when you're in a relationship. To do those things with other people, and it's not cheating as long as you're not having sex. To some people, it is cheating. And, there's a thin line between all of it. And 7 billion people in the world, and you would imagine that there could be 7 billion different definitions of love, and you just got to find someone in there who wants what you want and is on the same page as you. But let's be real, we're people and we change every day. Our minds change, our bodies change, our thoughts change, um, our beliefs change, and what we want changes. But our needs don't. Our needs never change. And when your needs do change, it's because you're finally understanding who you really are. And I don't think anyone can love anyone until they understand who they really are, and unless they love themselves first. So, as I was saying, thank you to my son's mother, Adriana, for giving me a beautiful son who looks just like me and looks just like you. Thank you and your family for respecting me and treating me with nothing but love and care. Since the first day I've met you all. And to your mother, God rest her soul. She was such a beautiful person, and her daughter's no different. To my love, Courtney, you're everything to me, and you know it. I've showed you in so many ways how much I love you, and you've done the same, whether you know it or not. But I've become such a better person because of you, and you accepted me at some of the lowest points of my life as a grown man who still lives with his mother, who isn't the best father in the world, who doesn't have a car, who doesn't have a license even, who's gone through several jobs, who's been on drugs, been a lot of things, and you've accepted me with all of that, just as I've accepted you. And that's love. That's real love. And I thank you for allowing me to feel that again, to experience that again. Because if you haven't, I'm not sure I'd still be here. I'm not sure I'd be able to give what I need to the world. I'm not sure I'd be ready in making this video and others. I'm not sure I would. And that's someone who has all the confidence in the world, all the self-esteem you need and everything to be successful, to be determined. But I'm so glad and so blessed to have you in my life. And not only do I thank you, I thank your parents for raising such a beautiful, beautiful soul inside and out. I mean, really, thank you so much, both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Gray, for having such an amazing daughter. Such an amazing daughter. And I hope a lot of people see this video and see how much in love I am, and it wakes them up to the people that they have in their lives. And I hope you all cherish those who you love, whether it's someone you're involved with or even just a friend or your own family. But love who you love and love them hard, and don't regret loving them hard, because life is short. And we're here for a good time, not a long time.
You can see the tray dropping into the detection module there. It was proof that never came. And the evidence he presented fell far short of that.
Be the change you want in this world. Don't glorify things one day and then praise them, or crucify them the next. Don't praise people for one thing and then go and judge the next person for the same. Putting hands on females, beating females, cheating on females, ignoring females, belittling them, talking down on them, disrespecting them. It's not the way to go. It's not the way to go at all. And I seen it too much when I was a kid, and I seen a lot of things that make me sick to my stomach, and I don't want to be any of that. And I have been a lot of those things at different points in my life, but there's a time you wake up and you just say no more. That's not for me. It's not for them because they don't deserve that. I don't deserve to be doing that. And when you have that epiphany, when you have that clarity in your head, and you realize that you deserve better and they deserve better, you'll get better. You will. And I just want to say thank you to my mother and my grandmother for raising me into a great man. And if I'm not there yet, I'm on my way. But thank you so much for raising me. Thank you to my uncle for being such a staple to this family and showing me the way as a man and being a father figure to me because mine wasn't around. And to my older sister, thank you for being such a great sister and being there for me when you can, and also being such a great mother to my niece because she needs it. And this is something that doesn't relate to her, but it's something I tell people all the time. There's a lot of people in this world who ain't about nothing. It's straight up ain't shit. But if you find a way to be a good parent, a great parent, God bless your soul, because that's what we really need in this world. And there's a saying that goes, it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men, and it's probably the truth. But that doesn't mean that we need to give up on these men who are broken, to give up on these women who are broken, because we need to be there for them. Because there is still a chance. There still is possibility. There still is love that needs to be given to them. And no, it's not anyone's duty to save them, but we all need saving in some way or fashion. And it costs nothing at all to say hi, to compliment someone. You look nice today. Or, this or that, what have you. It costs nothing. Absolutely nothing. Be yourselves and love people. Respect yourself and respect others. We need that in this world. Limits our lives. I love you, Courtney.